sandwich. There's my sandwich. So, spin knockers spinning. Flash. Old white men grinning. Flash. How would you devour cat and do its bidding? Can you think of a single thing you've done that's meant anything? Anything at all? I know I'll probably take the fall. I was going in circles till I hit the wall. Can you think of a single thing you've done that's meant anything? Anything at all? I know I'll probably take the fall. I was going in circles till I hit the wall. I'm absolutely sure now find a special spot, the best gallons of milk. I got trees growing, got a flower garden going, couple herbs for the cooking, couple more for the. Got a hammock for the swinging, fresh tomatoes for the salad. It'll complement the burgers, free cooking on the grill. Still let myself so stupid I can't walk home alone. No need a shoulder to lean on. I mean a
to get time ticking like waiting in line, and you don't get in. No weights in no hole, and the weight of the game is breaking your soul. Keep changing your game, playing the role. Keep telling my family short like Tolkien readers. Let it linger hard to pick up teeth with broken fingers, and I humble myself till I was hollow inside. But no more, I get the zipper, you can swallow my pride.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all the. Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one. And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop who would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru?
Word? That's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
What you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo, Royce.
What up, man?
We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
Ready?
This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Jazz. And this matchup with the Hawks. It's their first meeting of the season. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Teague out there with Hudson. Then it's Wilkins. And it's ABC. And it's Horford at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Just 4 to shoot. And there's Kirilenko on the assist by Gobert. Kirilenko's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Utah.
And for Andre Kirilenko, you have to wonder how many NBA seasons he has left. I mean, he was one of the league's most dynamic power forwards at the height of his career. Now injuries and age have reduced him to a fraction of the player he once was.
Hudson kicks to T. And it's Horford again missing. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Out of hand on it. And they'll keep possession. Gobert can't hit.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Pass to ABC. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Malone kicks to Maravich. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
ABC score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
The open shot, Stockton nails the wide open jump shot. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Inside. There's the steal. Here's Wilkins. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Hawks passing it around. Teague inside the line. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Stockton kicks to Kirilenko. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kirilenko's got 5 now.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's ABC. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And Stockton, here we go. Gobert with a wide open look. Malone passes to Kirilenko. Outside for Stockton. Utah the rebound. Pass to Gobert. He feeds it to Stockton. And stolen by Horford. Dishes it to Teague. To the middle. Stolen by Stockton. Malone kicks to Maravich. Stockton outside. Here's Malone. The shot is off.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The score now all even. 7 points for ABC.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Utah. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Mutombo is checked in for Horford. Johnson comes in for Wilkins. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Hudson. And it's Rivers in for Jeff Teague. 3-pointer from Stockton. Millsap has the open look. The Jazz with another miss.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Utah shooting 33% here in the first quarter.
And Kyle Korver enjoying a career renaissance, if you will, here in his 30s. A former late second-round pick. He's kicked around the league a little bit. He's really found his niche here in the motion offense of the Atlanta Hawks.
Now Stockton after the missed 3 from Joe Johnson. Down low. And Malone with the stuff.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
But they'll get another chance. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends.
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, you know, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And you know, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Stolen by Rivers. With 1 on the clock. And the layup is good. 11 points for ABC.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead, leading by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Andre Kirilenko, Paul Millsap out there with Carlos Boozer. Then it's Williams. And it's Stockton in the point guard. And Utah making a change here. Favors is checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Horford's checked in. Wilkins is checked in for Atlanta.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award. Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Here's ABC. No good on the triple. Jazz trailed by 3. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by T. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved coach of the year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the East, few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio. But he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Jeff Hornacek, he's checked in for Stockton. Josh Smith, he's checked in for the Hawks. It's Wilkins with the drive. Launches it. That's good. Hudson's got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Left side, Williams takes the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pulls from the top of the key. That's good from Horford on the assist by T. Horford's got his first basket.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Williams.
Hey, guys, it's been a slow decline for Darren Williams the last few seasons. Once considered an elite point guard, he just doesn't have that stature any longer.
Here's Favors. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Boston Celtics. They get a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
There's the bucket. Good.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, It only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Good. Boozer's got it all tied up now for the Jams.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's Wilkins, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
A different look for Utah. Malone's checked in for Boozer. Millsap comes in for Andre Kirilenko. And it's Maravich in for Hornacek. Maravich, good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's ABC. It's good from long range. And the Hawks lead by 2.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead. Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
They brought up their three-point percentage this quarter. They're shooting it well right now. The defense may need to think about making some kind of adjustment to slow that down.
Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And now Utah, fast break. Maravich, good.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Rivers. And a miss there off the inbound. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Hawks lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. Well, you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Really an extraordinary game for ABC. He's got 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And, Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Dominique Wilkins up there with ABC. Then there's Teague. Then there's Horford. And it's Hudson in the 2-guard. Teague with the ball. Picked up by Stockton. For the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's ABC. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now a 7-point Hawks lead.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Stockton's shot is good. Atlanta calls timeout. The Jazz making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. The Hawks leading by 4. The feed to Horford. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. And it's Utah the other way.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Maravich dishes to Malone. And here's Millsap from the arc. And the Jazz, another 3.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open. And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick, was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
And it's Malone missing. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Atlanta again missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
Now here's Wilkins. ABC knocks down the 3 ball. ABC's got 22 points.
Dropping bombs. How many more 3s are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
So it's the Jazz now. 4-point game. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Hudson. The tray. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Utah's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range. And how about that? Responding to the 3-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
And Wilkins with the stuff.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now. Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. 11 feet away. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Hudson's got 11 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
And now Utah, fast break. They get it again. Out to Maravich. Knocks down the 3 ball. Maravich has got 6 points in the quarter.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
Yeah, they've got time, and if he can keep stretching the defense like he has been with the 3-point shot, that lead could evaporate in a hurry.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Utah. And then for Atlanta, Mutombo is checked in for Horford. And it's Corver in for Hudson. And Teague, here we go. No coverage that time. And that's now 8 points in the game for Kyle Corver. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Andrei Kirilenko's checked in for Paul Millsap. And then for Atlanta, Johnson comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Rivers in for Jeff Teague.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, not typical. They've been dominant on the board, but they are still falling short on the scoreboard.
The Hawks again can't hit.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Eight seconds left here in the third quarter. Corver, no luck. And here's Maravich for three. Misses. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's Atlanta up by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. And the final period of play just about to start. They've got Malone. Stockton is out there with Williams. Then there's Maravich. And it's Kirilenko in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And Atlanta has possession after the missed 3 from Deron Williams. Rivers can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Now, Corver. Pete Maravich missing on the 3. ABC uses the glass to drop it in. ABC's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Thanks, Doris. Gobert the pass to Malone. Nice ball movement by Utah. Malone with the screen. 6 to shoot. That's short off the rim.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Horford the pass to ABC.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Outside Corver. Here's ABC. Offensive rebound. Horford's shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket.
Listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Stockton.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Here's ABC, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. 32 points for ABC. Takes the 3. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Stockton.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 34 points for ABC.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Teague kicks to Horford. Stolen by Kirilenko. Stockton from outside. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Horford kicks to Teague. It's Wilkins on the wing. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one on Kirilenko.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Yo, look towards the darkness. Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo.